Hi, everybody. It's Kayla here, and I hope you all are having a good day wherever you are. And today I'm going to be giving you 25 facts about me. This is not going to be in rapid succession, so I'm going to talk a little bit, but it's not going to take too long. Okay, here we go. Fact number one, I am a Scorpio. My birthday is November 16th. I was born in 1990. I am the youngest of three kids. I have an older sister who is 33, and my brother is 31. Um, no, his birthday's coming up. I was born and raised in NC in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina now. I've never lived anywhere else. I've lived in the same city with the exception of 7 years when I was in college and now. Um, I am in paralegal school right now. I graduate in May, but I do have a wide variety of interests in academics. Um, I graduated from NC State with degrees in history and political science, but there's a long story of how I got there. When I got accepted into NC State, I was a psychology major. Then my last year of high school, I realized that I really liked history. So I registered for the history program, which would take 5 years. In the fifth year, you would get your teacher's license or whatever. But then I didn't want to be a teacher, so I dropped that and just went to history. And that I can't think if I added political science then or anyway. Eventually, I added political science. Then I had a minor in social work. Then I dropped the minor and yeah, just did history and political science. Um, yeah, that's not as bad as I thought. But now I'm interested in law. I might go to law school. I'm in paralegal school, which is learning how to do research and stuff for lawyers. But I've wanted to go to cosmetology school because I love doing nails and hair. Um, I would have majored in music if I could, but I knew that there wouldn't be like money. It would be hard to get a fee. It would be hard to get a job in that field. Let's see, what else have I been interested in? Um, oh yeah, I've wanted to do criminal justice. I actually was doing criminal justice classes for a year, and in that midst, I got interested in sociology. So I was like, oh, maybe I should do sociology too. But then I just said, you know what, I'm going to paralegal school. That was a long story. Okay. Fact number five. I played clarinet in 5 years from seventh grade to 11th grade in high school. I've never had a boyfriend, even though I kind of really want one. I really want one. I'm not gonna say kind of, but a lot of people say, "Oh, I miss being single," or "Oh, relationships are so hard," or "There's so much work." And not saying that they're not, but hey, a girl gets lonely sometimes, and she wants that male best friend companion. I've been close, but it just never happened. Um, as I stated before, I love music dearly. My favorite singers. Oh, it's so hard to pick favorites, but like right now, I really love JoJo. I love Kiki Wyatt. I love Tank. Um, I actually have a list right here because I'm going to do a video on singers. I mean, people who I like to listen to. But I love J Cole. I'm a big J Cole fan. I like Rick Ross. I'm a Rick Ross fan. I love Tamia. I like Matt Miller. I have a crush on him. He is like, I love Ariana Grande. Uh, I like Maya. There's a lot, okay. But I do, another fact to go with that, I do have a music channel and I will link that below. Okay, another one. I have 9 piercings. I actually got my ninth piercing today. It's this piercing up here, number 9. I have to get another one because I'm OCD-ish, so I have to have an even number of piercings. So I have to get at least one more. So yeah, I am pescatarian. I made that change to pescatarian about, let's see, like a month or two ago. It hasn't been long, but before that, I was a vegetarian for 2 years and a half. I quit meat cold turkey, did not miss it. The only things that I craved when I was vegetarian was sushi and sesame chicken. Those are the only two things that I was like, gosh, I wish I could have them. But now I can eat sushi, so the sesame chicken thing I'm gonna have to wait on. But other than that, I quit cold turkey. It was easy for me. It was easy for me, but the hardest thing, I did start eating a lot of carbs and I gained weight. So right now I'm trying to like fix that. But yeah, I just quit cold turkey. I remember I was in Trader Joe's with one of my roommates at the point at that time, and we were shopping for food, and I noticed, I mean, I've been noticed it, but I noticed that like I will always get everything but meat. And then that day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop eating meat. I'm gonna become a vegetarian. And she might have not believed me. I was like, yeah, right, this is just gonna be short, but it lasted 2.5 years. Okay, another fact, not one that I'm proud of, but my mom wouldn't let me work when I was in high school and in college for the most part because I was an A B student and she didn't want me to mess that up by getting a job because she knew one of my cousins who actually started working while they were in college and they were saw that they were making money, so they just quit college, which I mean, that's fine. College is not for everybody, but she knew that I was really into my academics and that I got good grades and I had a good chance of like doing something good. So she didn't want me to get a job. I didn't get a job in high school. In college, I had little jobs, but nothing that would take up a lot of my time. You know, for one semester, no, yeah, for one semester, I was a news staff writer for the Technician newspaper, NC State, and then another semester, next to last semester, I was a community assistant at a housing um, apartment, campus apartments, and so those are the only jobs that I had while I was in college. And so it sucks now because everywhere wants experience, 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 and I don't have that. But I mean, uh, I can't, like, I'm glad that I got to focus on my work, but at the same time, I wish I could have gotten those skills that are so important now and that everybody wants experience, because, yeah, when you're unemployed, sometimes you feel like your college degree wasn't worth anything. Anyway, back to this. I am an organizer freak. I love to have stuff organized. I always call myself or tell people I'm an organized mess because sometimes my stuff might look messy or chaotic, but I know exactly where everything is. And if something is missing, I get freaked out because when I know where something is at, I want it to be there when I look for it. I don't want it to be good. To somebody else, it might look like just something just like just strolled somewhere or whatever. But to me, I know where my stuff is. So if something is missing, it like I have anxiety. That's another fact, but it wasn't in this. I have anxiety, so I get anxious whenever I can't find nothing. Like I can't focus or think until I find that one thing. And so I'm organized in that sense. It might not sometimes my organized stuff might not look like it has a organization to it, or it might not be like fancy, but it's organized and I love putting stuff together. On another note, I am a list person and a notebook collector. I write lists for everything. I have like two lists right beside me now. I write lists on what I'm gonna do that day. I write lists on the homework that I have to do. I write lists on what I have to look up online. I write lists on what apps to download if I have an idea. I make lists on what clothes to wear throughout the week. Like I make lists on what I'm gonna say to somebody or what I have to say to somebody. Like I make lists about everything and I love it. I just love it. And with the notebook thing, I just like buying pretty and nice notebooks. Like rest assured, I can tell you that I have notebooks that are not written in, but I have them because I just like the display of notebooks, even if they're empty. I love having notebooks so I can look at the outside and then open the pages and see the empty pages and just say, oh, there's so much inspiration or so many thoughts to just go on these pages. And that just that's that might sound weird and a little wasteful, but like I don't know, I just like having notebooks. It just makes me feel like my mind like there's no limit to what I can write or what I can come up with, or it's like empty pages waiting to be filled with something great. So yeah, I collect notebooks, and I have a good bit of empty notebooks. Another thing is I love to sing. I can't sing. I'm not horrible, but I'm really not good. I wouldn't lead a song or anything. But I love to sing. And when I have like when I'm in the shower, when I have my speaker blowing, or in the car and I'm driving home to where my family is, I always have music on and I'm singing. And I sing like I would think I'm Whitney Houston the way I sing. Sometimes I'm just like, God, why didn't you let me sing? But he's probably just like, because I knew you couldn't handle it, you sing everywhere you go. And he's right, because I sing a lot now and I can't even sing. Um, but yeah, I just love music. This is kind of like a side note, but I am going to be visiting home this weekend, and one of the things that I just thought about is that when I'm driving, like taking a trip, I have to have my music on, and it has to be blasting. Like I have to, if I'm in the mood for a certain artist, I'll listen to their whole album while I drive, and I'm singing or I'm just listening. Like when I travel home, I have to have music on. It just makes a 2 hour trip go by in like 30 minutes, or it just makes it go by easier. I have to. Another thing, I have over 60 stuffed animals. Yeah, I do. I do. Currently I have one, two, three, four, five of them on my bed. My first stuffed animal, his name his name is Joey. He's a monkey, and he's so sassy. Okay, let me not. Y'all gonna think I am crazy, but yeah. On my bed right now is Joey, Neo, Rory, Peter, and NC State guy. Yeah. Call me crazy if you want to. I don't care. I love the animals. And I love animals. That's another fact. Especially like dogs and yeah. I love keeping stuff in its package. I don't know if you've seen it yet in like a video that I've posted, but like when I have cologne or like certain new makeup or whatever, I always keep it in its box. Even if I have to undo the box every time I use it, I'm gonna keep it in its box. I don't know. I guess it's just so I'll feel like it's still new, or so I'll still I don't know. So I'll just feel like it's still new. I'm trying to find something right now where I could. Oh yeah, I got one like this. This is a palette from BH Cosmetics that I have, and I've used it. I haven't used it a lot, but I've used it quite a few times. But I always put it back in here. I do that with like my foundations. Like I've done, like I have a MAC foundation, two MAC foundations. Both of those stay in the package. I have mascara that stays in the package. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It just makes me feel like it's new. I don't know. Another thing is my favorite movie genre is horror. Tonight I'm actually going to be watching Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 3 and the new It. Also going with that, I don't know why I didn't think about this. I love investigation discovery. Oh my gosh, I can like watch it all day long and not get tired of it. Like I love investigation discovery, and like right now on Netflix, I have Forensic Files on Netflix. There's 9 collections with 40 episodes each. I am on collection 7, and I'll watch it all day, and go to sleep to it, and like it doesn't bother me. I think that's why sometimes when I hear about stuff like bad stuff in the world, like crime or whatever, not that I don't feel bad about it, or I feel bad about it, of course I do, but it doesn't get to me as much as other people because I've heard the same thing or worse on Investigation Discovery. So it kind of like made me not immune, but it kind of made me used to that stuff, I guess. And this may sound twisted and bad, but I have another person who I know who agrees with me. Watching Investigation Discovery kind of calms me. It calms my nerves. That's weird, but I don't know, like when I watch something like a crime or something, like if I'm feeling bad about my life or I'm just feeling down or whatever, I watch that and I just think, dang, this person lost their loved one. They went through this, or they lost their kid at such a young age. And so like to me, I'm just like, at least you didn't have to experience that. So be grateful about your life and that you haven't gone through what these people have gone through, so if that sounds twisted, I'm sorry, but like, and I don't get joy out of people's pain, but it just calms me whenever I'm stressed or whatever. Another thing, I am a hopeless romantic. I've never had a boyfriend. I try. I really into somebody. If I'm into them, I'm into them wholeheartedly. And then if they just stop liking me or whatever, I just feel sad and I get down. You would think I had like a breakup, like from a 5 year relationship. Like I just take it to heart. And, but I still like, sometimes I get pessimistic, like, oh, maybe, it's not meant for me to be in love or to have a boyfriend or a husband or to have kids. And then sometimes I just get so excited. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to do this and this is going to happen. And I'm going to, have my kids are going to be named this and my husband's going to be like this. But we'll just see what happens when you set yourself up with those expectations and you fall short. It really hurts. So, yeah, I'm trying to be careful with that. Another fact: my favorite color is blue. You see the navy. I like turquoise, teal, baby blue, but I just like blue in general. But my favorite colors to wear are black, gray, and pink. So I like just thinking about my closet. I think with my winter stuff that's in there, I think I only have two blue shirts, and like I have a lot of grays, a lot of blacks, a few pink. I have a lot of off white, beige colors, but yeah. I've had a root canal, and That was the worst pain I've ever had in my life. If your loved one has a toothache or tooth pain, please deal with them and be nice and kind because like a root canal, like it happened back here. It happened back here, and I had an abscess, and at that time, my wisdom tooth has broken off over here. I need to get it removed, but it's broken off into the skin, and I can't remember if it was actually down, if it was actually whole or what. But I got an abscess, and that thing hurt me so bad, y'all. I am not like I know I overdosed on medicine because everything like my mom or dad or brother would give me, I would just take it. And like my mom would be like, "Oh, you have to wait another hour to take the pain pill," and I'm just like, "No, forget that. I'm taking it now," And I would just, and then if I took the pain pill an hour earlier, I wouldn't. Prolong my hour and say, okay, well, I have to wait 5 hours for the next one. I would take it 4 hours after that or 3 hours after that. Or I would take Tylenol. I took Gualafesion. I don't is it Gualafesion? I don't know. I just took a whole bunch of stuff because I was in that much pain. I remember on my being on my parents' bed crying. I remember praying to God. I remember saying, God, why don't you just take me? Why are you doing this to me? Just take me. I was in so much pain. It was the worst pain I've ever had. So I had a root canal, and I'm reminded of that because one of my teeth over here has kind of been sore since this morning, which is weird. But anyway, another thing, I have TMJ arthritis in my jaws, and I have mild carpal tunnel. Um, I got TMJ when I was like in high school. It was hurting to like open real wide, and whenever I shut, I would feel like a jerk in my jaw, and it started in this jaw, and now it's in both of my jaws. And TMJ arthritis, I mean TMJ arthritis, carpal tunnel. That I got that from typing so much in school. Um, I am self teaching myself Spanish. I really liked Spanish in college, but I couldn't fit it into my curriculum. And so now I'm just like, why don't you just teach it to yourself? And I'm pretty good at it. I remember a lot of stuff from Spanish in college. So yeah, I enjoy the language. I think it's fun. It's really fun. And I really do think that it should be optional from kindergarten to 12th grade because I think that is very valuable and it can help you get a job. because this world is changing where, you know, we have different cultures, people speak different languages. The United States does not have an official language. So I mean, why not? Um Another thing going with teeth. This is my second to last fact. I used to want a gap in my teeth. You might not can see it, but between my two front teeth, I have a small, tiny space. And I remember in elementary school, especially, I used to just take like an index card or whatever and just put it between those teeth just to try to create a permanent space, but it never happened. But I just have like hair, a hair or two space between here. Another fact, I hate hair. It makes me sick. You know, like this is fine, but if it's like loose and on my clothes or gets in my mouth or on the table or something, it just grosses me out. And after I touch it, I have to wash my hands because I feel like it's a germ. Another thing, I do not like public restrooms. If I can help it, I do not use a public restroom. I hold my pee until I get home because I get freaked out. And whenever I go in a public restroom, I feel like my clothes are contaminated and dirty, and I feel like the bottom of my shoes need to be washed. Yes, the bottom of my shoes. I just get so weirded out, and especially if I do not like, this is another one. I do not like stray toilet paper or paper. It makes me cringe. Like if I just see like a strip of toilet paper in a bathroom stall, even if it's unused, I won't go in that stall. Or if I have to, I'll try at all costs to avoid stepping on it or coming in contact with it. I don't like seeing like little balls of paper just somewhere, like a piece of paper in the corner, like a ball of paper in the corner, or like the you know how the straws that you get the drive through, you have to take that little paper thing off, and people scrunch them up and just put them down. Those papers like really freak me out. Yeah, I'm a little OCD if you can't tell. Lastly, I don't have any tattoos, but I have wanted a tattoo ever since I was 18. Never got the balls, excuse my language, to get one. Lately, I've really wanted one, but I'm still like, because I don't know if I want something so permanent, and my parents would not be really happy with that at all, and my brother wouldn't be either. But anyway, those are my facts. That was a lot. Um, yeah. If it's too long, I'm sorry. I just had to tell you my facts and tell you a little bit about my facts and explain. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a like. If you like me, subscribe. If you have any other questions about anything I've mentioned or any questions about me in general, or you want me to elaborate on something, put that in the comment box below and I will be sure to do so. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, y'all.